Hey guys, and welcome back to Deck Pilot, episode number 5, and we're going to be covering Yellow Red Burn to complement the Deck Doctor episode I did the other day. And I've been thinking about this deck, I've been playing some matches, and I've come to realize that maybe the list wasn't perfect, maybe it still needed some tweaking, and I was struggling against Yellow Rush. I thought the Soul Drains would really help against that, and it ended up they didn't so much. So I decided to take in Devouring Plants instead of the Soul Drains, and the Devouring Plants work out a lot better, I believe. So yeah, let's go into the games, and you can see how this deck is piloted. Alright guys, let's get this first match underway. We are going to throw these two. We'll just keep the Rebel Slinger. We got a Ground Shaker back, that's not too bad, so that's fine. We can still use that, but I wanted to get as many early Faeria Gatherers as possible. And we're just going to build to the sides like I talked about earlier. This guy's playing Rush though. Oh, that sucks. But we can make this work. We have a Flame Burst in hand. Get the Collect next turn. Play Ground Shaker. It should be fine. So we'll try and see how we can defend. Just see a Desert though. This guy's serious. So yeah, just drop a Ground Shaker this side. And this guy can collect then, and then he can fight on board. And we're just going to sit back, relax, clear any threats that show up. And yeah, just burst him down. Looks like a Soul Drain coming down. Which is fine. Not really much going on for this guy, is there? Just setting up another Gatherer. We're now starting to collect with the Ground Shaker. He might Last Nightmare this with his next Desert. We'll have to see. So you can see I don't really care where his lands are going. I've got the well spots now. If he goes in the middle, which he shouldn't, it's not good play. As a yellow player, you would rather go down the sides, because now I can box him in with double neutral. And this is it. This is all he has access to. And if I cover this with a guy, he's not going to be very happy. So Monk, it's fine. Gonna drop a Prayer, I can imagine. Another Monk. Okay, gets another draw. Let's see if he drops a Prayer. There it is. 6 Faeria. Can Last Nightmare now. So our best pickup is another Ground Shaker. Ground Shaker will murder this board. Another Flame Spit is not too bad either. Cypher's Wrath's not too bad. I'd rather not chuck Flame Burst, that's 2/1s. This is going to be a follower. Or a June Drake maybe? I'm guessing it's a follower. Oh, it's a Fanatic. Interesting. And a Deathwalker. So this is a little awkward. Just based on positioning. And the fact is I can't collect. Oh man, if I could collect, this would be pretty awesome. But I can't do that. So I think I'll just take the 6. It's tough to say, because my choices are I either like double neutral here to get those lands blocked, clear the 2/1, clear the 3/2. And then I can try and get the value of clearing this. I just allowed 6 damage to go to face. That's a major problem. Ideally, I wanted a Firestorm this turn. And I wanted to just use this guy. So maybe making the Desert wasn't right, but you know, I need deserts and mountains. I could have easily drawn into Last Nightmare instead. So I don't know, it depends how you look at it. I think I'm just going to go with what I said. It's a little risky, but I'd rather get as much value as possible from this Ground Shaker. And then next turn we have the option to Firestorm if things get out of hand. I mean, he's only on 3 Faeria, so it's not like he can Wind Soldier Soul Drain, for example. The most he can do is double Soul Drain, and we've already seen him use 1. So I think it's safe to say that it's probably not another. But I do take 6. That does hurt a lot. If I pick up a Cypher's Wrath, I'll be in a pretty good spot. Because then I can just cover this desert and then just Cyphers and Flame Burst. It's so unfortunate I was getting blocked by that. The Fanatic. I couldn't collect Firestorm. Maybe I just double Flame Burst this now. I don't know. I might need this for actual Face Burst as well. We'll go for a draw. Oh, a lot of Grand Shakers happening. It's never a terrible thing. I'll just drop the other Grand Shaker. Next turn I can even drop the other Grand Shaker. We've seen 2 monks, so the 1 healthers, they shouldn't swarm too much now, unless we just see a load of followers. So we see a draw. Might go for Nightmare. If he goes for Nightmare, it just puts him behind too much. King's Faithful. All right. Actually works out just fine for us. I really want to collect, but I can't. Sucks. Let's do this then. Well played. What shall we say? Amazing. Again, vulnerable to Soul. This is vulnerable to Soul Drain, Wind Soldier, but it's going to cost him all this Faeria. I'm hoping to draw. I'm not drawing into the smaller creatures to set up as Faeria gatherers. Like another Rebel Slinger, Blood Singers. Like they would be great to draw in the next few turns, because it'll just allow me to sit on this tile with the Ground Shaker instead of having to collect with him. Go for Faeria. Shaitan Demon. Okay. Last Nightmare. I think we just ping on the wheel here for some Faeria and just Flame Burst Cyphers it. The reason I went for that is it keeps this guy intact. He collects next turn, so he has his full health. And he went for Faeria on the wheel to play that. That was such a slow play for a rush player. I just took advantage of that. Wind Soldier face to activate prayer. That is like, I didn't even activate prayer. That is miserable. That is absolutely miserable. All right, so we are nowhere near the Spectra. Well, we'll just sit here. Get the Soul Drain the next threat with a Desert. It can be quite a scramble to defend against Rush sometimes. We're stabilizing, but we're going to need to Soul Drain some fools before we feel comfortable. We're still, trying to fend off, and we see it just a follower. So we're basically just going to negate that damage this turn. Alright, deserts, awesome. So Soul Drain. I wish we could play the Blood Singer there, because we want him to collect. That's unfortunate. Maybe it's time to start moving Grand Shaker onto this spot now we have the Singer. So yeah, let's do that. Only 1, actually. We don't even soak up 2, and we soak up 1, because even though it drains 2 life from a creature, if they don't have 2 life, they have 1 health, you only gain 1. Now we're just gonna collect them and build towards this. Oh, the other follower sucks. We have Nightmare ready for his Zealous Crusader at least. So yeah, we might see that now. Oh no, Jon Snow, as we call him. Firestorm? Looks okay. Yeah, Firestorm looks okay. Just gonna move on to this tile next turn. I'm gonna set up another Bloodsinger. It's a very close game, but we've seen like 2 followers, 2 monks, and 2 wind soldiers, I believe. So his instant damage is becoming very limited. We now don't have enough Faeria to last Nightmare, which will become a problem. Wow, just taking us down to 1. Oh man, that sucks. So where are we on land? We just need 1 desert, and then we get Scourge Flame. So I think... So hang on, let's work this out. So I gain 1 from this. I can Bloodsinger this turn. Move Bloodsinger here, double neutral up. And then I can place the last desert up here, and that can start hitting face with the Scourge Flame. Now the reason we've put double Bloodsinger here is because of... Oh, has he just got the follower? That is miserable. That is really miserable. So yeah, just got smoked there, unfortunately. Alright guys, so after losing to Yellow Rush a couple of times, I decided to add Devouring Plants instead of Soul Drain. See if I can keep the aggression at bay. So we'll see how they do. Oh, this is not a bad hand. Got the Bloodsinger, got a Grimguard. So if this player is playing Yellow Rush, we already had some great defenses. Alright, let's do it. Players going first so we can get an idea of what type of deck. It is Aya, so I'm assuming it's going to be a red deck. Aya plays a lot of red, a lot of mid-red. From my experience, playing against this person on the ladder. I've also seen Aya play Burn as well. Oh, we see a lake, so maybe some control variation. Alright, we get our Faeria Gatherers. They can start collecting. Which is nice. They just need to live to tell the tale. And we'll see if they do. Our Bloodsinger should survive. It's got 4 health. Rebel Slinger, not too sure about. Wow, so just kind of just chilling on... Yeah, just chilling on 9 Faeria. So probably going for a Windfall. So this is probably some form of red-blue bargain deck, I'd imagine. Unless it's a blue deck with just Garadan in it. I doubt it. You wouldn't start with a mountain. So Windfall up to 15. Ogre Battler. God, speak of the devil. There he is, Garadan. But no other removal, fortunately. This is a tough one. Because double Flame Burst is part of the win condition most of the time. I kind of feel like we need to get rid of this problem. With Firestorm, I'm more willing to throw a Firestorm at this than double Flame Burst right now. So we get Firestorm next turn. So Firestorm Flame Burst is fine. Double Flame Burst is a bit too much. I mean, it's a great removal card, but it's also that extra bit of reach this deck needs to finish a game off. He does double collect the Garadan, but our Bloodsinger should be well, our Bloodsinger's safe from Garadan. It's not safe from a lot of other things. But we now have the other Grimguard down, which can start collecting. So hopefully we'll be able to manage our Faeria that way. Oh, I speak way too soon. Turns out we have Prophet the Tides on the go here. He has to move here and kill Bloodsinger. I was not expecting the Prophet of the Tides. a lake by the looks of it. Probably an Ancient Herald. Oh, Phantasm. It can be very difficult to deal with big creatures sometimes. That's one of the challenges of this deck, I find. Just managing big creatures. You have Last Nightmares, but they cost a lot of Faeria. So you need to be very, very good with your removal cards, because you also still need to burn your opponent. This deck tends to do better against decks that pack a lot of little creatures, like Yellow Rush, for example. I had a pretty bad game against Yellow Rush, as you've seen. Oh, that's not bad. They still trade off at least. But like against like Battletoads and stuff, it's pretty good. Speak of the devil. So this is like Bloodsinger would be amazing right now because we just do so much damage with Firestorm. I'm actually gonna start maneuvering this to double collect. We need the Faeria. And now Aya's a little Faeria starved too. Or Aya. We do have Scourge Flame Spectra coming up. What's our land tile? So we just need one more mountain. It's pretty good. Goes for a draw. So that might just be a pass. This deck seems a little slow. Oh, sweet. So, yeah. That's our last mountain. Cypher's this. So next turn we get this guy out. And he's really going to shine. Especially if we see more Battletoads. This guy just eats Battletoads for breakfast. And he can collect as well. That's something important to remember about this card. It does collect. I think Grimguard's just a bit better right now. It does damage. It'll allow us to double collect. And then we can send Scourge Flame aggressively. Because right now, on its own, Scourge Flame doesn't do a lot. So yeah, what do we want? It doesn't really matter. We need another desert, so... stick him here. He just die to this, but it does 2 damage. It keeps him locked in for a moment, and maybe we can find something a little better for Scourge Flame to take care of. And as you can see in my deck doctor, I said like you want to stay here, but I just saw the opportunity to send Grimguard to double collect. And if you can get him to this spot, you'll probably be in a lot better position to play more cards and start drawing. Unbound to a 7/7. Not bad, huh? Okay, Grand Shaker. So yeah, now I think it's fine to play aggressively. We can even Devouring Plants as well. Straight in for 3 damage, collect. Lock this in place. And that's another good thing Devouring Plant can do. It can just lock cards down while you push damage. Or it gives you time to find that extra bit of burn you might need to finish this game off. And I was talking about earlier in the match, like this Flame Burst, these Flame Bursts are really important because they're going to give us that little bit of extra reach that we need to close this out. Beirut is pretty sad. You can push a lot of damage. But how much do we have? That's the question. Can we get another 3? Oh, it's such a shame we can't develop land and play Ground Shaker this turn. So push another 3. Ground Shaker's gonna actually set up lethal. So we can just drop Ground Shaker in the middle. And then the Ground Shaker plus the Scourge Flame. The Scourge Flame and the Flame Burst is going to be lethal. This deck can do pretty good against slower decks as well, if you can stall long enough. We had some pretty good answers to Aya's stuff. So unless this gets dealt with right now, which can get unbounded, I guess. Yeah, that's just going to be it. So we see an example of Burn doing well. And this is one of the type of archetypes it can punish. It can punish the some of the slower decks. So yeah, I think the Devouring Plants a little better than the Soul Drain. So if you have been playing this deck, try using the Devouring Plant instead. And there we have it. That is Red, Yellow, Burn covered in this episode of Deck Pilot. I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope you enjoy Burn. It's not really the deck for me, personally. But if you do like Burn and you'd like to see some more Burn players, be sure to check out Blackscape. He streams on Twitch, twitch.tv/Blackscape. He plays a lot of Burn, so he would be a great player to learn from. Thank you very much for watching, as usual, guys. Like, comment, I'll get back to you guys. Share this with your friends if you have any players who are playing Burn. I would like to know more about this deck. If you could follow us on our social medias, we greatly appreciate it. And of course, support Faeria, tell your friends about it, get them involved, and let's grow this community. Thanks again, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Take care, and have a great day.